Anyone else like to share? How about you in the back with the glasses, sir?
My name's Bobby, and I am an addict.
Hey, Bobby.
Hi. You know, you folks aren't here because you're gamblers. You are here because you are terrible gamblers.
Okay, Bobby.
These folks don't need to stop doing what they're doing. They just need to get better at it. Who's dealing?
Please.
Who's in?
All right, let's roll. The Monday Night Meltdown has begun. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between. From Costa Rica to California, Weehawken to Winnipeg, Montreal to New Jersey. Let's throw it down. It's Monday Night Football. It's a Major League Baseball in which I'm on the wrong side of, and I might be on the wrong side of this football game as well, although we do have the over, and that was our biggest play of the game. The second half is set to kick off right now. Second half number / in-game number, New Orleans Saints minus -0.5 point, over under 26.5. They've already put up 39 points. I don't think they're going to put up 26.5 points here. You know, there's always a possibility, but my gut instinct tells me no. We're on the over 51. So we just need a couple of more touchdowns here. We should be able to get that. Yet 26.5 might be a little ambitious. Saints are minus 13.5. You know, you're hard pressed to see Washington get back in this game, except, you know, the National Football League's a strange league. I thought that after Drew Brees and that excessive celebration, in which there should have been a penalty called, although I think there might have been. I think there might have been, right? I don't know if Traquan Smith was the one that got the penalty, but I sort of thought after the excessive celebration there that maybe the Saints would sort of get soft for a play or two, and the Redskins were able to take advantage and get a touchdown. The Redskins have looked terrible. I praise Jay Gruden for the play call. The play calling's been weird tonight. There's no sense of purpose. They have no sense of purpose, it seems, in which, you know, it's 3rd and 5 and they throw a bomb. You know, they run the ball, they throw the ball. It's like they don't really have a plan. It's kind of bizarre overall watching them play the Redskins tonight. Here's a big play for the Saints. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the 26.5 will come in. Listen, I've got the over already here. The Redskin pick not looking very good. It's fading. The Redskin pick is fading. I actually just closed our stream. Oh, here we are, live now. There we are. What's rolling, everybody? I see 2 evil people have already given us a thumbs down already. The show just started. What's there to dislike already? What's there? Yeah, I know. Of course, whatever. I don't have a problem with them stopping the game for Drew Brees. What's up, Bonzer Wolf? Or is that Ben Wolf? My bad. Not Bonzer, Ben. Sandu, what's up, Sandu? Beasley, Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Good to see you, bro. Daniel's become a big hardcore rageaholic. Anon. Grant you a wish. I have a hidden channel streaming the game. It's not like it's a secret. The game's on everywhere, Grant a wish. We appreciate it. we appreciate that. Shy Picks, Frank Mannion, Larry and Wawa, Cam, Druzilla, live from Sinatra's hood. Donovan, Larry and Wawa, Sonny Vega. What up, Sonny? I see you hit big. Good for you. Shano, Red Sox fan, feeling it. Wiley Coyote. What's up, Matthias? Fanatical Jim. Mangler. Big Tom S. says the Yankees suck. Yeah, it's one of the first times. Thank you, Sandu. It's one of the first times that I got suckered in. One of the first times I got suckered in by being in New York and like betting a homer pick. Like if you've noticed, I've been pretty anti-New York sports teams, to be honest. I opened up the NHL season by betting against both hockey teams. I bet on the New York. I bet against the New York Giants pretty much all the time. 33-13 right now. Washington just showing us nothing. Traquan Smith is killing it. And we're killing it via DraftKings right now because of Traquan Smith. Is that a second touchdown? Like, really? Guys, he was $1,400 tonight. I have him on every lineup. I told you, I'm not bad at fantasy football. Like, for DFS. Right now, in this contest, I'm in 520th place out of 19,817 people. What other contest what am I doing here? Ooh, hey. Yeah, I am in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am in 7 contests, and I'm placing in every one of them right now. Except the hockey one hasn't started yet. So 6 footballs. I did more lineups than usual tonight, but I didn't put too much money in. You know, like $3 entry, $1 entry, $1 entry, $3 entry, $3 entry, $5 entry, $1 entry. One of the leagues, the top prize is, what is it, $25,000? Yeah, that'd be nice, but fuck, I'm not in first place there. This is the one. I'm in 3,000th place in this one. I have 96 points though. I got Traquan Smith, right? Yeah. It's a pretty solid lineup. I got Michael Thomas, Drew Brees, Cameron Meredith, Adrian Peterson, Alex Smith, Traquan Smith. I need Alex Smith to motherfucking do something, though. I also have Alex Smith, like, props over 267.5 yards. He's at 131 yards right now. The fact that they're getting fucking drilled should help this. I knew New Orleans would be successful here, but oh God, thank God I've started this show and we have the sound down right now. We get it, man. Holy fuck. Drew Brees likes his kids. Fuck. Like, you know, I don't want to pick on Tessitore and Witten, but they're just fucking annoying. They just are. They just are. Everyone, you know, Jason Witten's Mr. Cliche. He's playing at a high level, Joe. He does it the right way. Joe Tessitore is just overkill. He fucking, Taysom Hill comes in, gets the first down on like a 3rd and 1, picks up 1.5 yards. Unbelievable. Did you see that? Yeah, I saw it, Joe. Fuck. It was a 1-yard pickup, all right? Chill out, fuck. It's like overkill. Like, they're actually getting worse. You know, like they were terrible in week 1. They got a little better in week 2. They were less annoying in week 3. They got annoying again last week, and now they're full throttle, just fucking annoying as hell. Like, I don't know what it is with this Monday Night Football stuff on ESPN. Like, you guys got to stop changing the crew every year, man. Like, you got to give guys to get a little continuity, but, you know, you're going to give these guys now a couple of years, but they're fucking annoying. Like, Jason Witten's not bad at breaking down a play, but only after it happens. That's the problem. Like, not once does Witten ever tell you right before something. He never says, look for this, anticipate that, check this out. It's always after the fact. He'll say something. And, you know, and then he just throws in a bunch of stupid cliches for the sake of it. He talks too much. Tessitore is way over the top. And Booger McFarland's good, but even he's now, you know, he's trying to carry the show, but it's just uneven. It's not, they're having problems. And you got Jeff Triplett, like, is their fucking expert. Like, really, who brings in Jeff Triplett? Like, who's in what world? Like, ESPN, like, I don't know, what are you guys thinking? Like, why do you think, like, bringing in one of the worst referees in the history of the National Football League as your rules experts, like, a good idea? What's up, Brian Rowe? That's the thing. Listen, you guys are right. Tirico and Gruden were doing a good job. Tirico and Gruden were doing a good job on Monday Night Football, and it's not ESPN's fault. You know, they could have kept Tirico, but did Tirico leave? Didn't Tirico go to didn't Tirico split and go to NBC? Listen, nobody tunes into the game for the announcers, okay? Nobody says, "Oh, I'm watching a game because this is the play-by-play guy," but they're just, it's just annoying. Bring back Joe Theismann. I don't know why. You know what, Ryan? See, I got to be honest with you. I don't know why Joe Theismann's not on TV anywhere. Settle down, Ty Rich. He tunes in for Pam Oliver here and Michelle Serpico in the mornings. I don't know why Joe Theismann. I don't know why Joe Theismann never gets work. No, Dennis Miller was terrible. Dennis Miller was really bad. The Dennis Miller Kornheiser booth might have been the worst one like ever in the history of Monday Night Football. This one's not like the worst ever. It's just it's just annoying. I don't know though. Like they used to have like the German guys are the worst. They're all bad. Yeah, Booger's the best one. Yeah, like I said, so the like Joe Theismann used to be good on Sunday Night Football, and he got thrown under the bus. Like they were like, "Oh, we need a change. He's been on for too long." Remember, like it used to be Joe Theismann and Mike Patrick, and I've never been a big Mike Patrick fan. He used to be over the top too, but he was actually better than Tessitore. So remember, it was Joe Theismann Sunday Night Football, and Theismann did a good job. I thought. I always thought I like Theismann's analysis. You know, Theismann talked about himself a lot. Like Theismann's like analysis always, well, you know, when I was in a Super Bowl, but I thought Theismann was good. Theismann was critical of players, though. I remember players didn't like it, like or the league and shit thought Theismann was too critical, and Theismann used to criticize the officials. And you can't criticize the officials. Like, that's the thing. Like, Chris Collinsworth, like, oh, gee, shucks, Al, that's a tough call. Oh, I'm glad I'm not a ref. Like, you know, Will McDonough was very good. Or, sorry, Sean McDonough. Will McDonough, the father. Sean McDonough. Sean McDonough was good. He used to rip the league all the time, though. Like, and he criticized them every week, and he got booted. Joe Tessitore. Oh, Paul McGuire, that's it. Yeah, people really didn't like Paul McGuire, right? See, I didn't mind Paul McGuire. He was all right. The crews used to be better. Like, remember the old TV crews? You had, remember old Don Criqui? You had Don Criqui and who was the guy he worked with all the time? Fuck, where's old man when you need him? Fuck. Murphy, Humphrey, what was his name? Fuck. He was it was a white guy, but he used to be critical of everyone. He was good, but he hated everybody. Humphrey, well, yeah, what was his nickname? Dumphy. It was Cricky and fucking something E too. Bob Trumpy, good call, Sherman. Thank you. I knew it was E something. Trumpy. I forgot Trumpy. That was him. Bob Trumpy was good. Bob Trumpy, I like Bob Trumpy. Don Criqui was good play-by-play. Merlin Olsen was good. Pat Hayden was a good analyst. Pat Hayden, remember he was a quarterback, then he was there. Bob Trumpy, I like Bob Trumpy. Yeah, Don Criqui did a lot of Bills games. Right now, who do I think the best announcer team is? Yeah, I'd say Nance and Romo. Romo's probably the best one, even though he's new at it. Romo to me is the best. Like he does. Romo gives you the best insight, I find. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't heard Romo this year. Like I'm on the air like until 4 o'clock on Sundays, and we have the red zone up, so I don't really, you know, I don't really hear Romo all the time. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been 2 Saturdays in a row or Sundays in a row that I come home after 4 o'clock and I pass out. I don't sleep enough during the week. I was out with Drew all night. I got to shake things up next Saturday, Drew. I can't. Last Sunday was a problem for me on the show. Like I was battling it, man. Like I wasn't like hungover. I've done shows hungover where I've been like, "Holy fuck, I'm hungover." Fuck, you know what I mean? But I wasn't really hungover. I was just like dead tired, man. Like my eyes were like fighting to stay open and stuff. I don't know how I got through the 6 hours. Like I actually considered pulling a Conor McGregor and tapping out. Like at 1 o'clock, I was thinking I can't fucking be here for another 3 hours. Like I'm just too tired. I'm just too tired. But exactly, Larry. I had to get out of bed. I'm most likely going to the Giant game Thursday night too, so I'll blow off some more steam. Oh yeah, Todd Christensen was great, but you're right, Larry. Thank you, Larry. You're right. I have to enjoy myself a bit. Now I didn't Red Bull, and I should have. Fuck. I was tired, man. Yeah, exactly, Haynes. I'm gonna order it this week, Haynes. I'm searching around for the best place to order from. It's very complicated to set up. It's very complicated to set up with the building. I gotta give them 48 hours and all this crap. I gotta be here. It's like a big deal. All right. So what's going on in this football game? Well, it's 10-1 right now for the Red Sox still. This is the game, so I got suckered into this. I got caught up in the New York stuff. I was at the book today. Everybody was on the Yankees. The sports book's going to kill it because of this. And I should have known. Like, I don't like they were such big underdogs, the Red Sox, for fuck's sakes. Like, I'm really, really stupid. Like, I'm really upset about this one. Like, the Indian game, I can live with. Fuck. I didn't think they'd get swept, whatever. The Dodger game, I won. This game, though, I'm glad I didn't go. I'll tell you that much. Although I didn't have the money to go right now tonight. It's too expensive. Hopefully we can get things settled by Thursday to go to that Giant Eagle game. Even though that Giant Eagle game is just like a fucking train wreck. Although it'll be an interesting train wreck. It's funny, actually. Today I was over at the Sportsbook, and the route that the bus takes in there, it goes right behind sort of like right in the stadium type thing. And already they were setting up shop today. It goes to show out what a big production it is. I forgot. Oh, I should have known. It was Thursday Night Football. But so, yeah, it's Monday today. It's Monday. And they were already setting up, guys. Like Fox had all their trucks out and shit. They had their big remote trucks setting up. And there was like fucking all the Fox trucks, Fox Thursday Night Football. Now, as always, we got a stack of tickets here. We've got we'll start a loser pile and a winner pile. The Cleveland Indians go in the loser pile. Cleveland Indians go in the loser pile, and, you know, they're the only team in the playoffs, the Cleveland Indians, that have lost after scoring first. Teams that have scored first were 11-1 going into the Indian game, with the Indians being the only team. They scored again today, so make it 11-2. Then the Dodgers scored first, 12-2. Red Sox scored first, 13-2. So out of 15 games, the team to score first has won 13 of them, except the 2 times the Cleveland Indians. And the Cleveland Indians, whatever, man, they haven't won a World Series since 1948. And, you know, you see why. They can't win. They don't win, they can't win, they never fucking win. And I'll tell you what, the Houston Astros are a fucking juggernaut. Oh, 40-13. We got a blowout. And, well, put this in the winner pile. All right, Los Angeles Dodgers goes in the winner pile. Cleveland Indians is in the loser pile. The Saskatchewan Roughriders, that's right. FanDuel Sportsbook had CFL today. I forgot it was Canadian Thanksgiving, so happy Canadian Thanksgiving. I did not eat turkey, and in fact, I got screwed over tonight. The restaurant I went to was closed. I forgot they're closed on Mondays. Fuck. I just wanted to get a fucking pizza, but living a glamorous life. I ended up eating an Exxon tonight. I was just too lazy to do anything else. I was like, what do they have at Exxon? Buddy gave me a deal on the pizza at Exxon. I was going to get a couple of slices, and he looked over. He goes, how many slices you get? I told the guy, I said, I don't know. I was thinking of getting 2 or 3. And he goes, I give you all the pizza for $5. I said, all right, I'll take it. Saskatchewan Roughriders, that goes in the winner pile. LA Dodgers, Milwaukee Brewers setting up. All right, this is a nice ticket, although I should have put more on it. I knew this game was going to go over. Fuck. I should have put best bet too, like when I posted it for everybody. I knew this one was going over. Los Angeles Dodgers. Cash it, but over on the football game. What's up, Brian Rowe? Why am I your idol? So yeah, I bought 150. What's up, Big Will? How you doing, Chris Edge? So yeah, we'll put the winner, the over in this football game, $150. It's not bad. On the over 51, that's a winner. All right, so we got 3 winner piles. We got 3 in the winner pile. We got 1 in the loser pile, except there's more tickets here in my hand, and there's some losers coming up here. Bruce Shad, fucking recipe, settle down, Hanger. French toast. Why, Bruce Shad posting French toast videos or something? Sonny Vega's the big chef here of all the Rageaholics. Gabe, can you bet online in the States? Yeah, you can, but it's not easy. All right, so we got the over. We've got Aaron Judge. We got Aaron Judge to hit a home run, but we only put $10 on that. So I don't know, man. That's going to be a loser. We had Alvin Kamara to score the first touchdown of the game. That didn't happen. I got suckered in by a FanDuel on that one. All right, so this is the one we need to hit now. We want to get Alex Smith home here. Alex Smith over 267.5 yards. The Yankees are not going to win. And the Redskins are not going to cover. So it's actually kind of disappointing, to be honest. 225, 275. Fuck. Yeah, we'll see if Alex Smith can get to 268 yards. I don't know, man. They're getting killed so much, they might even take him out at some point. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles are struggling this year, but this division is so bad. Like, they can still win it. And in fact, I'll be going to the game on Thursday, and I'm right now I'm thinking of like I'll take the Philadelphia Eagles in that game. Right now I'm thinking I'll take the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, the New York Giants showed a little bit of life this past week, but the Eagles showed a little bit of life this past week, but coming back late, and the Giants did. Ultimately, though, you look at the Giants, and they've got the problem now with Odell Beckham calling out Eli Manning. He didn't really call him out, but he did. I was thinking, we'll get rid of the fake Sonny Vega. Well, Beasley, it's not that complicated to figure out which one is which here. I don't even see the fake Sonny Vega. I only see the real one. I don't see the fake Sonny. There's too many of you in the chat. There's a lot of fucking dumbasses here tonight, too, so I don't know. Settle down, Bruce. I'll decide who gets blocked. Yeah, I don't know why you're all panicking about the fake. I don't even see him. I don't even see him. What's up, Joey Odessa? Good to see you, Joey. Yeah, 11-1 in the game right now. Motherfuckers. What dish, you guys, is the fake? Like, Sonny, I'm doing a show here. Like, am I really supposed to know, like, of every chat thing that's gone on in the chat here? Yeah, I can't tell if the avatars are the same. I don't know how he ripped off your avatar. It's like Star Trek. I'm going to shoot the wrong one. I can't tell which is the I can't tell who is here. Yeah, I don't know about the dishes, Bruce Chad. Hello, Ken. All right, so the cooking show is fake. And this Sonny Vega here is fake. Yeah, this Sonny Vega is the Sonny Vega, isn't he? So the fish and chips guy is fake. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe the fake Sonny Vega is trying to get me to kick the real one out. I don't know. Holy crap. Yeah, what's going on here? What's going on here? Fuck, it's fucking Monday. It's not Friday. Holy fuck, Chris Radcliffe. Go fucking jump off a bridge, all right? Yeah, hit the like button. What's up, Spenny Mac? Fucking idiots. Yeah, what's going on? Why is every idiot in America tuning in here tonight? What's going on? Exactly. The Lakers aren't even playing. The Lakers aren't even playing. I'm used to this on Laker night. Fuck. You know, the Washington Redskins had an opportunity to take control of this division. As I was saying, the Philadelphia Eagles are the Eagles are going nowhere right now. They're 2-3. Washington has an opportunity to go to 3-1, and they've got an opportunity to go to 3-1, and look what happens. You know, the bye week really hasn't done them any favors, but you wouldn't expect them to be this bad, this flat. Absolutely terrible performance by the Redskins tonight. Overwhelmed every facet of the football game. They're getting fucking lit up. It's amazing to me though that like they're down by so much and their offense can't get anything going. Like even in like a 2-minute like hurry up offense, it's like everything is so difficult for them. Like that division, the NFC East is fucking terrible. It's a terrible division. You know, the Giants are brutal. The Cowboys are like below average. And the Redskins are fucking the Redskins. You know, the Eagles, I think, will still win the division. You know, the Redskins, it's amazing, isn't it? Like how these teams just don't change. I really sincerely thought the Redskins would come to play tonight. Coming off a bye, getting 6.5 points. You know, New Orleans lost that first game, man. Since then, they haven't lost. But I didn't think they were going to blow them out. Basically, everything the Saints do is working. We've already hit the over. There's nothing really left for me in this game besides Alex Smith, maybe, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled him out of the game, to be honest. And he's so useless. They're so bad tonight. Like, you figured that you're down by this many points, you would be able to get some garbage yards, right? But there's been nothing. He had 167 before. What's he at now? What's he at now? I should have listened to Michelle Serpico, too. She once again picked the over, of the Yankee game. She was correct once again. Yeah, Alex Smith, 198 yards. If they don't pull him, he could get it, but I don't know. It wouldn't shock me if they just pulled Alex Smith being down by this many points. Yeah, I don't know why there's a fake Sonny Vega. I guess Sonny Vega's made it. Well, he's got stalkers right now. What are you going to do? You should take it as it's like flattery. All right, so Joey Odessa was in the house, and of course, Joey Odessa joined us last week to talk about Conor McGregor and Khabib. Joey Odessa told us that Khabib was going to fucking smash him, and I got to be honest with you. I think that I didn't think that he was going to smash him that easily. I thought Khabib was going to win the fight, but he totally 1,000% dominated Conor McGregor. Like, he dominated him standing up. He hit him. He dominated him on the ground. He dominated him. Like, I knew it all along, and I said it last week, and people are just sort of, I don't know, they're Conor fanboys. So it's amazing, like, people just buy into his fucking bullshit. It was same with Chael Sonnen. Like, I saw right through Chael shit too, but I could tell, like, I remember last week at the press conferences and shit, Conor's little act wasn't working. It was like Conor didn't even really believe it. And you could tell Conor had lost the killer instinct. And then, so anyway, so in the cage, whatever. Like, there's not even a reason for a rematch. It's funny that, like, Dana White's like, well, Conor's demanding a rematch. It's like, dude, whatever. It's like, what juice do you have? Like, you just got dominated. Nobody wants to see a rematch. We want to see him fight Tony Ferguson now. Oh, Conor demands this. It's like, yeah, whatever. Fuck. Conor McGregor fights Khabib again in 6 months. He's going to get fucking destroyed again in 6 months. Khabib's not your normal champion that's going to get all fucked up and go party and shit. The guy doesn't drink. He's like a devout, very religious man. He's not, you know what I mean? Nothing's going to change in his life. He's already rich. So he's young. So nothing's going to change. Conor would just lose again. Like, Conor is crazy. Like, Dana White won't even let it happen. And it's funny that Dana White said that today. Well, you know, Tony Ferguson. Yeah, because Dana White knows that if Conor fought Khabib again in a couple of months, he would lose again. And then once he loses again, it's really, you know, it's even tougher. The thing that I don't get, though, is, now some people do. Some people bring it up, but how quickly that Conor McGregor taps all the time. It's like Cam Stewart didn't tap with Boss Rutten, but like Conor, like right away taps. It's amazing. And he just runs his mouth and runs his mouth and runs his mouth, doesn't face the media after. And somehow, of course, Dana White was so upset with Khabib. So what? Conor McGregor could call out Khabib's father. Conor McGregor can call everyone a terrorist. Conor McGregor can fucking shit on the country, right? Dana White stood there and smiled. So Dana White used Conor McGregor throwing a fucking dolly at them through a fucking window in the promo to sell the fight. And then after is disgusted at Khabib's actions and doesn't pay him. I didn't give him the belt. Oh, no. Guys, Conor McGregor, if he would have won, could have taken a shit fuck in the middle of the cage and Dana would be smiling at him. It's comical, like the double standard. It's fucking funny. But whatever. Khabib doesn't give a shit, fuck. You know, whatever, man. Khabib doesn't care about the money, and Khabib, whatever, your belt is a piece of fucking crap anyways that no one cares about. And everyone just saw Khabib beat the shit out of him. So Khabib won. And then after the fact, I don't blame Khabib for doing anything. Conor McGregor ran his fucking mouth constantly, threw a fucking dolly at them, blah, 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 blah. Whatever, man. Conor said before, the war will never be over between us. And then he gets fucking beat up after. Like, it's, you know, it's pretty par for the course. I agree with what Khabib said. He goes, I don't know why everyone's so surprised. Like, Conor McGregor brought all this upon himself. He brought this all upon himself. You know, it's amazing that somehow, like, Conor's the victim in this. Like, was Conor the victim when he jumped into the Bellator octagon last year and fucking pushed people over and hit a referee and shit? Come on. If Conor would have done any of this stuff, it just would have been Conor being Conor. But since it was the Russian dude, you know, all hell breaks loose. Now, I'm not saying Khabib should have jumped out of the cage and went after that Dylan Dennis guy. But Dylan Dennis did put a picture up on Instagram of Khabib drinking Conor McGregor's whiskey. So that's the type of shit that they do. Khabib's winning fights and kicking the shit out of you. Meanwhile, you guys are doing juvenile shit on Instagram. Well, I don't give a bollocks. It's like, whatever, dude. Go sell your shitty whiskey. Go sell, you know. But as they say now, Proper 12 whiskey now available on Double Tap. Probably the winner on Twitter, actually. Proper whiskey now available on tap. It's always a black guy on the sport. Blah, 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 blah. It's always a black guy. And then after, you know, they all like, they embrace it. It's a black guy for the sport depending on who does it, right? Like I said, you know, Conor does shit at press conferences, throws shit, and it's funny. John Jones and Cormier throw shit at a press conference, and it's the end of the world. They have to go in front of the commission, right? Conor McGregor throws a dolly through a fucking bus. Was he punished at all? It's funny that Dana White, oh, Khabib, we're going to punish him. You didn't punish Dana for throwing a dolly at him. You didn't punish Conor. Why would you punish Khabib now? Oh, because, oh, I know, because Khabib's Khabib, right? It's a joke. Everyone knows it. It's comical. The myth of Conor McGregor is fucking nearly dead. Fuck, he'll fuck off in a year after he loses again. Like I said, he'll probably call out Frankie Edgar tomorrow or something. He should fight Jose Aldo or Max Holloway. Exactly, Sandu. It's the best example. Conor's the male Ronda. And Dana really couldn't protect him forever. So he fought Khabib. He lost. I think Tony Ferguson would beat Conor. George St. Pierre would fucking kill him. Like, who? I don't know who he's going to beat. I guess, you know, he wants to fight Diaz again, or I don't know. He's never defended a belt, Brooks. He's never defended a belt, bro. Conor McGregor is the greatest hustler in MMA history. He's the best showman ever. I'm going to give him that. But what's he really done? So he beat Eddie Alvarez, okay. He beat Chad Mendez. He beat Jose Aldo. Like, he had some nice wins, but, you know, look at George St. Pierre. Look at the real greats that, like, fought numerous guys, defended the belt numerous times. So Conor McGregor's 1-1 against Nate Diaz, 0-1 against Khabib, 0-1 against Mayweather, What is he? 2-3 in his last 5 fights? He fucking taps out right away. He shows no like heart at all. Yeah, if you're into the business side of it, Brooks, he's been great. But as far as like great fighters are concerned, like, what's he really done? Like I said, he's a good entertainer. But the act gets old, and I think the act is already old. Like I said, but he can do no wrong. Like, look, guys like you, dude. He just got his ass handed to him, talked a bunch of shit, got beat up, got fucking trolled after the fight. Like, I don't know how much more he could have got dominated, Brooks. And, he's great. He's not great. He's not John Jones. He's not Khabib. Like, Conor McGregor is nowhere near in the conversation as the best fighter ever. Khabib is. We can say Khabib might be the best fighter in UFC history. Has he ever lost a round? You know what I mean? We can't say that about Conor McGregor. We can say John Jones might be the best fighter in MMA history. You can't say that about Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor got tapped out by fucking Nate Diaz. Conor McGregor lost that second fight to Nate Diaz. Fuck, he ran around for fucking 10 minutes, but, they gave it to him anyways. Well, Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier's a heavyweight. Exactly, Haynes. Listen, making all the money that he made $100 million. He's going to lose his hunger. He fought Max Holloway when he was 22 years old. Chad Mendez, he grabbed onto the fence, and Mendez is okay. Eddie Alvarez is pretty good. Eddie Alvarez lost in Bellator fights. Nate Diaz has lost like 9 fights in his career. And Jose Aldo's probably his best win. All right, where are we at with Alex Smith here? Oh, Alex Smith goes over 275. Boom. Let's put that in the winner pile. $275 yards passing. Not bad. Cash it. But like I said, the thing that surprised me the most, what's up, MVP Sports? The thing that surprised me the most was how Khabib, like the stand-up, Khabib was so dominant standing up and how inefficient Conor was standing up. But let's be real. I think Conor hadn't fought in 2 years, guys. He hadn't fought in 25 months. And that Mayweather fight wasn't a real fight. That was like an exhibition. So he hadn't really fought in 2 years, and you could tell. He looked like a guy that hadn't fought in 2 years. I bet you if Conor McGregor fights again in like 3 months or something, 4 months, he'll look a hell of a lot better. But that's if he wants it, right? I think he sort of, he was backed himself into a corner, Conor McGregor. He hadn't been fought in 2 years in the UFC. People were forgetting about him. Life had moved on. The belts had moved on. And, people already thought for years that he was sort of afraid to fight Khabib. So him coming back, he really didn't have a choice but to fight this guy. Kind of would have been a joke if I'm fighting Diaz again. It's like, dude, whatever, fuck. Right? So he didn't really have a choice. It's better off for Khabib, and Dana's going to protect Conor. Dana will protect Conor in the same way he protected Ronda and kept Cyborg away from her. He won't. He'll just book Tony Ferguson. He'll just do Ferguson versus Khabib, and he'll fucking pray that Ferguson beats Khabib. Like, Khabib being champion is a bad scenario for the UFC. Like, he doesn't talk, right? He's not a sellable guy. He doesn't really sell fucking fights. It's not, it's not something that he wants. He'd rather, like, if Tony Ferguson can win, then he can turn around and do Conor versus Tony Ferguson. So they'll protect Conor. I don't know. It makes sense to me. I don't know. Is Max Holloway healthy? Doesn't Max Holloway have some heart issue? I just got tired, Conor. Conor just got tired. Listen, Tony Ferguson's going to look great. Tony Ferguson looked great the other night. Tony Ferguson matches up well with Khabib. They were supposed to fight 3 times. What's up, MVP? Actually, you know what? Normally the view is better, MVP, but you can't see anything tonight because it's all hazy and foggy. Like, literally, like, you'll normally see New York, but you can't see. Is it Holloway and Ortega in Toronto? That's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, Conor's a massive success. I'm not saying he's a massive success, but I'm just saying that he's happy birthday, MVP. I didn't realize it was your birthday. 43-13 in this football game. Wow. And 14-1 in the baseball game. Holy shit. Here's the Redskins trying to punch one in. And the Redskins finally score a fucking touchdown. Is the backdoor cover on? Probably not. 43-19. Should go for 2, make it 43-21. Just go for 2 for the fuck of it here. I see yesterday there was a lot of controversy about the Eagles going for 2 when they were down. They were down 14. I read up on it, and basically it's sort of an analytics math move that the numbers say that you might as well just go for 2 when you're down by 14. You never really see it happen, and I guess the announcers were freaking out, and everybody, it's a big source of controversy, even though they ended up getting the 2-point conversion anyways. But if you read the logic behind it, it makes sense, actually. I would personally just go for 2 every time. And Alex Smith. So, Alex Smith has done this a couple of times tonight. Alex Smith has done this a couple of times tonight where he's nearly gotten his wide receiver killed. Like, he throws the ball high and he leaves these guys out there. I think that I saw that basically if you went for 2 every time, it works out a little bit better than kicking the extra point. If you go for 2 every time, it adds up. But there was a logic. Like, Doug Peterson won the Super Bowl with analytics, essentially. Remember, we talked a lot about analytics last week. And Doug Peterson is a big believer in this stuff. And Peterson, basically, I give him credit for thinking outside the box. Like I said, it worked out, but people were pissed off. They're like, how can you go for 2 when you're down 14 and you score a touchdown? So basically, you would be down 8, and then you'll need the 2. And the logic is, well, you'll have 2 opportunities. You'll still need another touchdown. And if you don't get the 2 the first time, you can get the 2 the second time. And the other logic is then if you're just kicking the extra point, then you're only playing for a tie and you'll still need to score again after. So the percentages are you're better off just going for the 2. And if you don't get it, you go for the 2 again, which actually makes sense if you think about it. But football coaches don't like to make sense. And football coaches don't like modern, they get freaked out by this stuff. So we give credit to Doug Peterson. It's funny that that's a big source of controversy, even though they lost the game fucking anyways, and it worked. So basically the deal was they were down 20-6 with 12 minutes left, okay? They were losing 20-6. They finally scored a touchdown. There's 12 minutes left in the game. So they could have made it 20-13. Instead, they went for the 2 to make it 20-14. And it worked. They actually got the 2-point conversion. So basically, there's this guy, Chase Stewart, and he wrote about the strategy 3 years ago. And Peterson obviously read this and believes in it. As Chase Stewart says, the math has been clear for so long and has been presented by so many writers that this topic essentially is beating a dead horse. Late in games, it's always made sense for a team after scoring a touchdown to cut a lead from 14-8. Should go for the 2. The trailing team gets 2 bites at the apple. If it converts a touchdown, now it wins the game. If the team doesn't get the 2-point conversion, they still need a touchdown and they get a second chance to erase their mistake. Only if the odds of missing both attempts were higher than the odds of making the first attempt, the strategy failed to make sense. ESPN Seth Walder dove into the data yesterday, proving that it's actually favorable situationally wise and your percentages are actually better to go for the 2 when you're down by fucking 14 and you score a touchdown. And what's amazing is it's only been done 2 times. So it's only happened 2 times before. 2 times that teams have done this before. Brian Billick did it. In 2001, Brian Billick was down 14 points and he scored a touchdown and they went for 2 and it didn't work. They didn't get it. And of course, Bill Belichick did it once before. In 1994, Bill Belichick did it with the Cleveland Browns. And it didn't work. It didn't work. So it was only the 3rd time in NFL history that, since the 2-point convert's been instituted, that a team went for it. And of course, they got it. They were successful, but they ended up losing the game anyways. It's funny. Here's in the comment section on Deadspin. He goes, I live in Philadelphia. A caller to sports radio today calmly and coherently explained this math to this football, quote-unquote, football guy radio host. The host listened and then responded, yeah, I get it. But there's still no reason to go for 2 there. It's not a good football move. It's funny, though. It's like, you know what? We just told you why it is a good move, actually. So I think the Philadelphia Eagles are lucky, though, that they get the Eagles are lucky to get the Giants this week. That's a good team for them to get. They can get back on 3-3. But Donnie didn't like the move. The game's a blowout, Dylan Harrison. The game is a blowout. It's 43-19 with 8 minutes left. I don't know. To me, I'm actually surprised I never really thought of this more before, just because we haven't seen it. But I don't really have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with trying to kick the set, take the extra point. But to be honest with you, now that the extra point is what, 38 yards, 37, 38 yards, the extra point is no gimme anymore. Like I said, I would just go for 2 all the time. I would just go for 2 all the time. You get the 2 points like fucking 50% of the time, and you're still like, it's still a plus for you. Right? You know, Tomlin used to do it and go for 2 all the time. Chip Kelly used to do it, and it used to work out more than not for them. William Bush, yeah, there's always a shot, William Bush. There's always a shot, but the fact is, I don't know. I keep waiting. We keep waiting for the Eagles to flick the switch, but the Eagles have a lot of injuries. As you stated, Carson Wentz isn't the same quarterback right now. He hasn't played in a while. He's shaking off the rust. It's going to take him like 5-6 weeks to get going, I think. The weapons aren't the same. Frank Reich isn't there anymore. Like there's basically about 10 reasons why the Eagles aren't the Eagles right now. Except I'm not surprised by this. Like the Eagles weren't a great team. They're not a great team. They had a great year, right? It's not like the Eagles are some sort of dynasty where it's like, oh, look at this team and they're stacked at every position. No, they had a great year last year. They had a soft schedule last year. They had a great year last year. And their coaches did a great job. Everything was just fell into place. It was magical for them, right? And the coaching staff did a great job. They did a great job winning the Super Bowl. It's a 1-game throwdown, and they won, right? But it's not like you can say, oh, you know what? Like the Eagles are just so loaded everywhere, dominant, right? So now, you know, I think Frank Reich not being there is big. I think Carson Wentz being hurt or not 100% is big. They never have any running backs. Everybody's always hurt. They don't have a ground game. They don't have any running backs. Their secondary last year was a little spotty at times, but they were able to mask it. They get exposed now a bit. They have a target on their back now. They're the Super Bowl champions. So when other teams play them, like they're the Super Bowl champs, teams get up for that stuff. I still think, yeah, the Eagles will make the playoffs, Fat C. Riley. I don't know why you're telling me to deal with it. I'm not even an Eagle fan. I don't have to deal with it. Why do I have to deal with it? But the Eagles will still make the playoffs. How won't they? Why won't they? Is Minnesota going to legal gambling? Good stuff. The problem is it's not a problem, but I'm just stating, like the Eagles, look at the division that they're in. The Giants aren't winning the division. The Cowboys aren't winning the division. I thought the Redskins could potentially, and the Redskins aren't as bad as they showed tonight, but I mean, they're not as good as the Eagles are still. Like the Eagles are still the team to beat in that division. I don't have a way on Buffalo Bills bet. I have a Carolina Panthers bet. I have a Carolina Panthers bet, and now the Panthers are 3-1, so I'm looking pretty good, to be honest. I got to get to 8.5 wins, and the Panthers are 3-1 right now already. Although the Panthers' schedule has been pretty favorable. I'm sure it'll get a little tougher. The Panthers' schedule has been kind of easy. You know whose schedule has not been easy? The Buffalo Bills. And how about them Bills, huh? Fucking Bills. Now 2-3. I got to tell you, too. A lot of teams would be 2-3 right now with that Buffalo Bills schedule that they played. And I think they got a chance this week to beat Houston. Houston are inept. Fuck. Houston winning the game last night. They only won because Dallas are just dumber than they are. It was like a matchup of dumb and dumber. Fuck. Bill O'Brien really is an idiot. And Jason Garrett, like, you know, I think Jason Garrett's time is probably done, to be honest. It seemed unfeasible. Or, you know, I just didn't think like probable or seemed probable that Jerry Jones would fire Jason Garrett. But the Cowboys are going to go nowhere this year. And they're going to use Jason Garrett as a scapegoat. Now, Jason Garrett isn't a great coach, but it's also not his fault. It's, you know, it's a little bit of A, column A, it's a little bit of column B. The fact of the matter is Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones don't exactly have a great roster in Dallas. And Jason Garrett can pay the price for that because it'll overshadow Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones making all the decisions, right? And, you know, you see that when Jerry Jones never criticized Garrett. He criticized him yesterday and saying he didn't like that call. And I don't, you know, for the life of me, I don't really understand. Like, Garrett, dude, you're a one-win fucking team, bro. You know, you're a one-win team. And you got Zeke Elliott. You supposedly have the best offensive line in football, you guys always talk about, and you don't go for it on fucking 4th and 1 from their 42-yard line. You punt. Are you kidding me? Like Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones has taken a lot of your shit before, but for Jerry Jones to even say after that he didn't like the move, that's a bad sign for you, Garrett. And like I said, you'll be a convenient scapegoat for Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones. Listen, the fact is, they don't have any players. You know, the Dallas Cowboys think that, you know what, we'll just give the ball to Zeke Elliott 22 times and we'll control the clock and we'll win a game. Yeah, that's all fine, but what do you do when the other team stops the run? What do you do when the other team stops the run? You guys are screwed. And, you know, you're too one-dimensional. Scott Linehan's offensive playbook is, you know, it's basically as creative as a sheet of paper. It's as creative as a sheet of paper. Jason Garrett, like there's no innovation with the Dallas Cowboys. Who's the worst coach, Garrett or O'Brien? I don't know. They're both fucking bad. It's a good question, whoever asked it. Like there's no innovation with the Dallas Cowboys. Like when's the ever time you watch a Cowboy game and you're like, oh fuck, that was a crazy play, or that's pretty tricky, or that's innovative. Like they don't do anything. Like the Cowboys have run the same offense for years. It's so predictable. Scott Linehan and fucking Garrett, it's just there's nothing. And they let Des Bryant go. Now I'm not Des Bryant's biggest fan, but they let Des go, but they never really like addressed it. They brought in Tavon Austin. They should have drafted Calvin Ridley. It's, you know, they're a mess, the Cowboys. You know, they had a lucky year a couple of years ago. That's, you know, you look at this division, guys, and that's the National Football League for you. You know, you can have a big year, but it doesn't make you a great team. You know, the Buffalo Bills were a playoff team last year. Are they a great team? No. You know, you can have a great year, but it doesn't mean you're a great team. And a couple of years ago, the Cowboys, just everything fell into place with Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott and stuff. I got to tell you, who's a worse coach is a great question between Garrett and Bill O'Brien. I'm going to say Bill O'Brien's the worst coach. Yeah, I'm going to say Bill O'Brien, as crazy as that sounds. I'm going to say Bill O'Brien. Because Bill O'Brien doesn't have the talent that Jason Garrett doesn't have the talent that Bill O'Brien does. You know what I mean? Like Jason Garrett's kind of an idiot, but Jason Garrett doesn't really have a lot of good players. And even before, I mean, who's his wide receivers? Terrence Williams, Cole Beasley, Des Bryant. You know, on defense, they don't really have stars. Like Jerry Jones, for all of his boisterous fucking shit. Like, who do the Cowboys ever sign? They never sign free agents anymore. They never sign big name players. It's on Jerry Jones more than it is on Garrett. It's not Garrett's fault. Garrett's just not going to change anything. You know, Garrett's not going to save you, you know, but it's not his fault. That's why he'll pay the price, because Jerry Jones doesn't want people looking at him. But I'd have to say that Bill O'Brien is the worst coach, just because Bill O'Brien always has a ton of talent and he still can't win. It's a good point, Jesse Daly, about the NFC East. You know what it is the NFC East. No team is repeated as division champions in the NFC East for 13 straight years. I talked about that a lot coming into the year. So that really says something, doesn't it? It really says something. 13 straight years, there's been a different team, and you're right. So well, that's the thing, William Bush. I don't know. That's the thing. You know, Jerry Jones wants a yes man, right? So that's the problem. And as long as they have a yes man, that's going to be the issue. So it's 43-19 right now. I told you guys I didn't think there'd be that many points in the second half. And what are we at? I told you I didn't like that over 26.5. And they're at 23 right now. So the second half could cash. It's 16-1 in the baseball game. Holy crap. It's unbelievable. The Red Sox scored in 6 of the 9 innings tonight. You know they say that it doesn't matter whether you lose 2-1 or 16-1, right? Yeah, I think in tonight's instance it does. Like, I don't see how this doesn't carry over into tomorrow night. Like, I think it's the worst possible time to lose 16-1 now. Like, I really do. Like I said, normally if it's in a regular season, it's like, yeah, whatever, fuck, it's 16-1, who cares? You know, now it's devastating. You know, people are leaving the Bronx. The stadium's half empty right now. The Yankee players are shell-shocked. The Red Sox bats have all come alive. The Red Sox bats, they're all going to be confident. They're going to be in a good mood going back to the hotel tonight. They're going to wake up knowing, you know what, we win tonight. It's over. We got this. Yankees thinking, oh, fuck, we better fucking score early tonight. You know, I'm a day late, dollar short on the Red Sox. I cannot believe I didn't take Shawno's Red Sox tonight. I always talk about the underdogs, too. Fuck, man. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. You can't. It's not Aaron Boone's fault. Listen, I'm not Aaron. What's up, Eric Leduc? Good to see you, bro. I'm not Aaron Boone's biggest fan, but what do you want from Aaron Boone? You know? Aaron, it's the team. Yeah, because I'm an idiot, dog, really. Like I said, I got caught up in this. I got caught up being in New York. I should have known after the Yankees won the last game. We made a mistake. What can I tell you? How is it Boone's fault? What do you want Boone to do? Like, you know, not in sports, everyone always wants like the fault part, but Boston are a better team than the Yankees. You know, that it just is. Fuck, they are. I mean, Severino gave up 6 or fucking earned runs, in 3 innings. What do you want Boone to do? So who's supposed to start, Big Red? I know it's easy to say that. It's not like it was a 1-game decision here, dude. That's the rotation. Severino's one of their pitchers. Like, I don't really, he won 19 games for them. The Red Sox are a better team. The Red Sox are a better team. And it's not Boone's fault. It's not Severino's fault that the Yankees have one fucking run and 5 hits. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Boone fan, but it's ridiculous to blame the manager. The pitcher, what do you want? Severino's a gas can, The guy, he's a 19-game winner. He got it done for you in the wild card game. You go back to him. I should have known personally that he would get lit up here, but it is what it is. Like I said, look, it didn't get blown up until the 4th inning, and the Yankees bats were just doing nothing. It was 0-0 after the 1st inning. It's 1-0 after the 2nd inning. It's 3-0 after the 3rd inning. At some point, the Yankees bats have to do something. They've scored 1 run here. As I stated, it's depleting. It's depleting for them. And that is true. If you look, they went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They went through 5 pitchers. I see what Austin Romine pitching. Dear God. So I guess Boone's just like, we can't waste any more pitchers right now. Eovaldi gets in here, man. 7 innings, 5 hits, just 1 earned run. Incredibly impressive. What are you going to do? The Boston Red Sox have had a lot of success in the regular season, but not the postseason as of late. And the game is over, and they're already into the Drew Brees praise. Yeah, Joe Tessitore and Jason Witten. Fuck, holy crap. Talking on Drew Brees, he even coaches his son's flag football team. It's like, all right, good kid. Fuck. It's like, how many other guys in the NFL do shit with their kids, but you guys don't give a fuck, right? It's like the love affair, the love fest that they had tonight with Drew Brees really was over the top. All right, let's see. How did I do on my DraftKings lineups here? Now that the game is over, contests. Currently winning $39. Actually not bad, all things considering. It's pretty good. $10 in one, 7 in another, 7 in another, 4 in another, 3 in another, 8 in another. Now I just got to start adding zeros to what I'm putting in here. I had like $8 or something in a DraftKings account. I built it up to 22 after yesterday. And I played 17 of it today. So I turned a 17 into 39. See if I can just chip away. And now if I can build up a little money, especially if it's their money, I'll start to take a shot, get in more on the millionaire makers and the bigger ones. Like basically you add a zero. So, so instead of fucking putting in, $3, if I would have entered like a $30 one or a $40 one, I would have won, $340 or so maybe. But each pool in each tournament is always different. I try to stay away from the bigger ones because I know Dinkmeyer and those guys are in them. Dinkmeyer even told me, he said, just sort of shoot for the fucking, the $5,000 and the $10,000 ones because all the sharks are in the bigger ones. Like here's one for $25,000. See, that's enough to get the Daily Roto guys interested in it, right? A $5,000 one, they'll do it, but it's not the same. Or a $1,500 one because they can only put so many entries in a day. So they can only put 500 entries in a day. So he's told me he's not going to waste too many entries on a $1,500 contest if he can only use 500 of them. It's amazing how many lineups these guys play. Ricky Sanders was talking about that the other day. About how he goes out tonight. I got about 450 lineups or so. I don't know who was it. Somebody brought this up the other day. I think it was Chris Ventura. Somebody brought it up the other day. Yeah, I think it was Chris Ventura yesterday. He said that him and his buddies played 150 lineups. No, it was 350 lineups, I think, a week. Or 400, it was like 450 lineups a week, every week. And they won 1 week. But they won like fucking 50,000 or so. But think about that. It was 350 lineups because I remember I did the math. It was over 7,000 lineups. So that's what it was. They did 7,000 lineups in a year, and one day they had one big day and they hit like 50K. So think about that. That's 7,000 lineups. Like tonight, I only played fucking 6 lineups. Yeah, I'll just chip away, Chris Edge. Exactly. I'm playing for fun. Hey, see you later, Joey. It's always a pleasure. Yeah, I was on the wrong side here too, apathetic bystanders. Man, what are you going to do? DFS is very hard, Jesse, but in NFL, you can do well with NFL football DFS. Fuck, these lights fucking bright. They're bothering me. I'm going to change the light, actually. The Thursday night game is the Giants and the Eagles. We'll go over the numbers for this week. We've got some interesting games. We'll get into the LA Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. Dodgers and Brewers, that's going to be a great National League Championship Series. 2 very good baseball teams. Exactly, big dog Willie. One of these days I'm going to hit one, bro. I got to get into the bigger ones, though, but not too big because all the sharks are in the big ones. I'd just be happy to win like $5,000, $10,000, you know? Just to have that, you know, but like I said, I hit $1,400 once, like on a millionaire maker lineup. $20 paid $13.90 back. Yeah, the Dodgers leave too many runners in scoring position, dude, Muhammad. That's the problem. Even moving forward, the Dodgers give you a problem for them. It's been a problem for them for years, but it's highlighted even this year, even in this playoff that they won against the Braves, they still left a shitload of runners on. The Dodgers are the Dodgers are sort of relying on the long ball right now too much. That's their problem. Now, it's not been a problem because somebody always steps up and does it, and they get great pitching too. Listen, every team is dangerous right now. I'm never one of these people that like predicts like rematches all the time and stuff. But to be honest, right now, I think we're looking at a Houston and Dodgers World Series again. And even though I'm a Dodger fan, I don't want to play these guys, but like, I think they'd probably beat us again, to be honest. I would make them the favorites. Like I said, I'm not a homer when it comes to this stuff. I think the Houston, we sleep on the Astros. The Astros are just dominant, It's like they toyed with the Indians. The Indians scored first, doesn't matter. They get clutch hitting. Yeah, the thing with the Astros is just that confidence level. They've got guys that have won the World Series. Yeah, I mean, no one ever repeats. Like, so I sort of discounted them just because of that. I was like, man, no one's won a World Series back to back since the Yankees in 2000. It's been 18 years. We don't see a lot of Houston baseball games, to be honest, on TV during the season. You know, they're not on national television that much. They're not on Sunday Night Baseball, etc. They're not, you know, maybe we just take them for granted how good they were. They kind of just sort of cruised through the year this year. But you look at the Astros, that's it. Like, they just cruise through. Nolly, know what up Nolly knows. Like, the Astros, they don't get a lot of love, but like, they're pretty much a perfect team. Like, they're confident, they have good pitching, they have good hitting, they have a dominant home field, they can win on the road, and they're the defending World Series champions. They have a level of confidence about them. They play good defense. Like, the Dodgers got through this, but the Braves are a young team. And the Dodgers leave too many runners in scoring position all the time. It's a major problem for them. It just is. Yeah, I think, what's up, Roger? Roger. That's it. That's the thing, Greg Sherman. The Milwaukee Brewers, they're a loose team, the Brewers. You know, they got nothing to lose. There's much more pressure on the Dodgers. I'm happy, though, that we're into this spot here now, out of the best of 5 into the best of 7 right now. I don't find in a 5-game series you really get the best team all the time. It's too quick. It's too quick. Like, after all, if you're going to play this many games, you should just go 7 games. The Stros don't need magic. Fuck, they're just efficient. The Dodgers and Milwaukee series is a total toss-up. I don't know if there's been a number posted yet. So tomorrow we've got Porcello versus Sabathia. No, we got no. Oh, here we go. Yes, sir. Wow. Very interesting. The LA Dodgers are minus 125 favorites in the series against Milwaukee. They're minus 125. The Houston Astros right now are minus 110 to win the American League. So the book is thinking Houston Astros, LA Dodgers again. Yeah, Milwaukee's right there at minus 105. And you can get Boston right now to win the American League at plus 165. Not a lot of love. I think that's good value for the Boston Red Sox, to be honest. I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, you get Houston at minus 110. It's because Boston still have another game to play, right? They got to, you know, so they need to win tomorrow again before they get here. But you got to believe Boston's going to win this series now. And you get them at plus 165. And as I stated, in the National League, the series is the LA Dodgers are minus 125 favorites against the Milwaukee Brewers, despite the fact the Brewers having home court. I see Maccabi Haifa, the Israeli team, is playing the Sacramento Kings right now. Remember, New Zealand Breakers gave the Kings all they can, the Suns all they can handle last week. Speaking of the Suns are up 54 to Golden State Warriors. NBA regular season's right around the corner. Give me 1 second. 125, Dodgers. Milwaukee Brewers minus 105. I'm a big Dodger fan. I try not to get my hopes up too high. I try not to get my hopes up too high because the Dodgers have been here before. And there's been a lot of disappointment late in the postseason for the Dodgers. Plus, the Milwaukee Brewers are a very dangerous team. They're on an 11-1 fucking run right, 11-0 run right now. I think the Brewers have won 11 straight games. Like, they're a dangerous team, man. Like I said before, I tweeted tonight, and I didn't even know the odds of this series. There were no odds when I tweeted it out immediately before that. To me, this series was a toss-up. That either team could win, and you see the odds makers feel the same way. Milwaukee have home field, yet the Dodgers are minus 125. So NFL football this week is actually pretty interesting. The NFL is actually pretty interesting this week as the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants play on Thursday Night Football. And the fact that they both suck is good because the ticket prices are going down. New York Giants Thursday. Here we go. Oh, yeah, they're good. They're even like $25 cheaper than they were a couple hours ago. It's amazing. They're really fucking plummeting these tickets. How much are the good ones? Like the good tickets for this game, you can sit on the 50-yard line for $210. There's some that are $500, $600. I don't understand why, but the end zone are like 140. The upper end zone is the $75 ones. The view's pretty good in that stadium from wherever you are, though. I want to go to the game. What's up, big man? I want to go to the game because I'm always right there, and I never go in. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally outside this stadium every day almost. I was there today again. It's funny too, for a stadium that's so isolated, I'm outside it very often. Basically, like I tell you guys, like the Meadowlands racetrack is basically in the shadow of the stadium. Like the stadium's right there, there's the parking lot, then there's the racetrack, and the sportsbook's in the racetrack. So when you go to the sportsbook, it's very strange. Like to get to the sportsbook, it's once you're on the Meadowlands property, it's very like, unless you know where you're going, it's very complicated, but you really like, you pass right through the stadium. Like you're literally like fucking 20 feet. Like it's fucking this massive thing right next to you. And you pass, like I saw the Giants practicing the other day. They have fence up so you can't really see. They have a mesh up, but you can see they're there. But so I'm at the sports book every day pretty much, or 5 days a week or whatever. And so I'm never there on Sundays because I work on Sundays. So Thursday night's a good time to go. Thursday night's a good time to go. I believe Thursday's it's going to be fun. And, I'll go to the sports book before or after, whatever, get my bets in, go to the game, get to the book. At least I know how to get in and out of there. Fuck, last time I went, it was a big production. Although I told my driver today I was going. She picked me up today at the track, and I told her, I said, listen, I said, I'll probably coming back here Thursday night. I said, I'll see you before then, but I said, I'm just giving you a heads up. I'll probably be here Thursday night. I said, I'll probably be wasted needing a ride out of here. And she fucking hates it. She's like, oh, no, there's going to be so many people. So we got to wait it out, though, after the game. That's the whole thing. But it's fucking hard to get out of there after, right? You got to wait for the people to clear out. There's only a couple of roads out of there. It's a fucking circus. Fucking New York, man. It's fucking crazy. Like, that fucking complex is so fucking big. Fuck. Yeah, we got to get Cam up here. Cam would really like the Meadowlands. Yeah, they got a nice complex there. On Saturday night at the Meadowlands, they had motorcycle racing. They've always got something going on there. They got big flea markets in the parking lot. They've got the Sportsbook, the races going on, the football games. They're actually building I think they're trying to make it the biggest mall in America, but I don't know. I don't think it's bigger. Maybe they're not trying to, but like they're making a mega mall type thing. They're doing like sort of a Mall of America thing. It's pretty massive, but I don't think it's Mall of America big. It's pretty big though. It looks like a football stadium. Like it's fucking this massive complex that's going to be like a waterfall, a ski jump, a fucking mall. And I guess they've been doing this thing for years, but every time, look, I'm there every day and they got construction workers out there every day hustling and shit. Like they're definitely, whatever they're doing it. They're trying. Yeah, I know, ad hoc. It seems like a strange thing to do. It really does seem like a very strange thing to do. Like I don't know. I think they're doing the same thing in Montreal too. Yeah, I don't, it seems like a very strange idea to me as well. Why build a mega mall in the middle of nowhere? Like, guys, there's not even a train station there. Like there's nothing there. Like there's one way to get there, a fucking bus. Like it's on the side. It's a stupid idea. It's a weird place to put a mall. I don't know. The only thing is there's a lot of people that live in the area or in the surrounding area. So I guess they figure people would drive there, but okay, so it's the same people as the Mall of America. I don't know. Listen, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, can't hurt. Will I drive in New York City? No, I have no reason to drive in New York City. It can't hurt to have this mall there, but we'll see if it adds some life to the area there. Like you said, they have the train station, but now they just need to actually send a train there. I don't understand that. Like for a city like New York, I don't understand how they don't just have a fucking train to the Meadowlands. Like you said, at least like once an hour or something like that. You don't have to have a train every like 10 minutes, but once an hour. So yeah, we're gonna be going to the game on Thursday. They were supposed to go with Corey, Michelle, and Michelle's friend. I think it's Corey's birthday, too. So Corey's hooked me up before, so I'm going to hook him up with a ticket. Michelle is an Eagles fan, so she's fired up. Yeah, I will, big man. Well, look, we always say we're going to go to every event, Drew, and we never go. So we were all supposed to go to the baseball games, and it's like, wow, no one really wants to spend $189, and no one wants to be the one to buy the tickets for everybody. Man, the NFL tickets are cheap. I don't care. Fuck, I'll get the NFL tickets, but. And the NFL tickets are cheap. This Yankee Stadium shit, that's not cheap. I got to tell you, too, man, like, I'm fucking glad I didn't pay money to go see that Yankee game tonight and lose 16-1. Yeah, leaving the Bronx right now wouldn't be the best of times, I got to tell you. Like I said, too, it's a weird night in New York tonight. Like, it's it's foggy. Like, look, you can't see the skyline. I told you guys that. Like, sometimes you can see it crystal clear, and other times, like the weather, it's very foggy on the Hudson. Well, pretty much a disaster for me this week in the National Football League. We got our ass handed to us in these fucking contests, man. Fuck me. Yeah, very, very frustrating. So the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants play on Thursday night at the Meadowlands. The Philadelphia Eagles are minus 3-point favorites. The total is 44. And as we told you, check out Bet Online. Bet Online, the sponsor of the Late Night Anger Management class now, right here on SBR. And like I said, we don't ask for a lot here. SBR doesn't ask for a lot. They give you guys free content, free programming. You want to keep the free content and programming going. You go to Bet Online. And sign up. Give them a sign up. Get a nice bonus. What's up, Van Fob? But yes, I would go. I think the Eagles win on Thursday. I don't know, man. Like I said, fuck. It seems like every time I go to a fucking football game, I lose the game. I went to the Bills game. I remember going to the Bills-Jets last year. I was on the Bills, and the Jets beat them. What was the other game I went to? What was the last game I went to? I was wrong. Oh, it was the CFL. I was wrong 3 times in a row in the CFL. I think I lost every Argo game I went to this year. I tried it all. Like, I bet overs, unders, fucking first halves. You name it. I was like, all right, man. Today I'll try the first half. Oh, I lost by half a point. Like, I don't want to go. We got Jazz Brand Weed, very solid. I don't want to go to the game and get it wrong again. It's just so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. Like, no, Ken, it's not just the Argos, Ken. Like, honestly, I'm being honest, when I think of all the games that I've gone to, for the most part, I've lost more than I've won. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, there's more pressure, like, when you're going to the game somehow. There's been a few that I won, but for the most part, like, off the top of my head, That game that I got fucking in Buffalo, that game, I remember I won that day. I had Buffalo against Seattle. Grey Cups I'm good at. I've won a lot of Grey Cups. College football games, I seem to always lose whenever I'm at the game. Like that national championship I lost. I lost a Michigan game. Oh yeah, thanks, Ty Rich. Yeah, good call, Ty Rich. Thanks for reminding me. The Raptors. I had some good success in Raptor games, actually. No, less than 1%, Haynes. Hell, I couldn't pick Bethel Thompson out of a lineup. Holy shit. I don't know, well, you guys that follow us and watch us on TV and shit in the morning show and everything know that we talked about the Colin Drew guy from Daily Roto. So Colin Drew, he won $9,000 last week, Daily Roto. All right, so he won $9,000, and he wasn't impressed. He was like, yeah, whatever, $9,000. So yesterday he won $72,000. This is one of the Daily Roto experts. He won $72,000 playing DFS yesterday. Mike Cardano just sent me the link for tonight. He just won $175,000. So this guy won $9,000 last Sunday, $72,000 yesterday, and $175,000 tonight. It's fucking unbelievable. This motherfucker just won. So he won $175,000 tonight and $72,000 last night. So he's won $252,000 in the last 24 hours. He's pretty much established himself. Like he's moving in on Dinkmeyer now. Dinkmeyer's won $1 million twice though. But like Colin Drew's like killing it. Like that's big money, man. 72,000 Sunday, 175 on Monday, 9,000 last week. Like I say, so he's won $264,000 in the last 8 days. What up, Wally George in Los Angeles? I'm going with the Dodgers. But I don't love it. Yeah, I know. Hey, Nighthawk, I just won. What did I win tonight? $39. I'm proud of myself for the 39. Look, I started the night with $22 on DraftKings, and now I have 43. So look, he had 135 points. This is what's crazy about DraftKings, though. So he had 135 points, and he won $175,000. Look, I had 115 points, so I'm not that off. I had 115 points. I won $4. The difference is, what was his buy-in for this? Let's see. It doesn't say what the buy-in is, but I guarantee you that the buy-in was fucking high. You don't win $175,000 for first place. Like, it was probably $1,000 entry or something. And he probably had a bunch of lineups. Did I hear about the Pizzola feud? What Pizzola feud? I don't know what you're talking about. Ooh, Ian Book, rumored to have cheated in school. Suspension looming. What's up with Pizzola? No, I'm too busy. I got... I don't know about any King Rail and Big Man on Campus beef. I don't know about any Pizzola feud. Pizzola called out Big Man for giving out picks, referencing analytics versus other forms of betting. I don't like Pizzola and Big Man don't even know each other. I don't understand that. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not on Twitter that much. Yeah, I'm on Twitter, but like I just post my show shit, you know. I don't see anything here. Pizzola doesn't seem like the type. He doesn't really get in feuds either. Yeah, I don't see anything. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm too busy doing shows during the day here. I don't know about feuds. Gigi says, "Give us the tips of the day." I like your style, Gigi. I don't know. Like, what's even playing tomorrow for the tips of the day? What do we have? We have the Yankees and the Red Sox again. That's like the only game. And Wednesday, there's going to be nothing besides hockey. Pretty crazy. After all this busyness, there's going to be nothing besides hockey on Wednesday. So what do we got? We got baseball. We got the Red Sox, Porcello, and Sabathia tomorrow. I don't see a number. I'm a fucking idiot. I cannot believe I didn't take the fucking Red Sox tonight. Stupid. That was bad, stupid play by me. Stupid non-play by me, I should say. But whatever. You know what I'm saying. Dumb. Dumb. I'm a dumb. Would have been the difference between the winning night and the losing night, too. Fucking Red Sox, that big of an underdog. Are you kidding me? Fuck, am I stupid? I'm upset about the Redskin pick, but I put more on the over. So I can live with that. You know what I mean? That doesn't drive me crazy that much. But the Red Sox one just bothers me because there was such big plus money. They're a better team. Like, I just left it on the table. But tomorrow, that's all there is. There's one baseball game. You got the Red Sox and the Yankees. NHL hockey tomorrow. When's the NBA start? Fuck. Pretty soon, I would imagine, right? NBA reg season. When does it start? The NBA starts Wednesday, October the 17th. No, sorry, my bad. Tuesday, October the 16th. Tuesday, October the 16th. Philadelphia at Boston. So next Tuesday. Next Tuesday. Philadelphia at Boston. Nice game there. Oklahoma City at Golden State. Nice game there. Look at the ticket prices for these games. So Philadelphia at Boston is $110. That's the cheapest ticket. Oklahoma City at Golden State, cheapest ticket, $146. But like this, now you go to Indiana. Memphis at Indiana, cheapest ticket, $13. Cleveland at Toronto Raptors, cheapest ticket, $61. That's funny. Like normally the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Toronto Raptors would be a very hot ticket, but now that LeBron's not there, suddenly it's not. Well, it's still the Raptors home opener. There was interesting stuff from today from Ryan Wolstadt. Here it is. This is from Danny Green. So Danny Green, of course, knows Kawhi Leonard very well. So Danny Green knows Kawhi Leonard very well. And Danny Green says that this is the most talkative that Kawhi Leonard has ever been. And that Kawhi Leonard feels very at home with the Raptors and is very happy. This is from Danny Green. So he's definitely more vocal than he's ever been, on and off the court. It looks like he feels comfortable. It looks like he feels right at home. He's talking to guys. He's leading by example in the huddles. He's chiming in. He's saying what he feels. He's saying his opinion. Before, he really didn't show much opinion or say anything. He's leading vocally more than ever before. Green says that Leonard is really taking to his new surroundings. Nick Nurse says that he's been surprised about how positive and outgoing Leonard has been. I'm telling you, man, I said this before, he's going to like Toronto. Kawhi Leonard is going to like Toronto. Oh, Nolly knows. Is there college football tomorrow? My bad, Nolly. Are we finally at that time of the year now? Told you guys Hawaii was the play last week. Fuck. Oh, yeah, we're finally here. Okay, good. So we do have something. My bad. Thank you very much for giving me the heads up. What the fuck? I see App State. Are they really 9.5-point favorites, really? Just when I thought there wasn't a reason for me to go to the book tomorrow. They're sucking me back in. College football. Oh, fuck off. What's the deal with this game? Why are App State such big favorites? I haven't researched this game yet. Somebody injured? I don't do the Filipino basketball anymore. Yeah, but I don't understand. They shouldn't be this big of favorites on the road, Nolly. Like, is there some sort of like big injury I don't know about? The number surprises me. There's got to be an injury. There's got to be a suspension or something. Let me look this up. Arkansas. Arkansas State. All right, here it is. All right, Sunbelt Powers, blah, blah, blah. All right, this is, let's see, the Mountaineers led by Jalen Moore. All right, Arkansas State ranks 126 and 130 in football subdivision defense. All right, so take a look at Jalen Moore and DFS tomorrow. I haven't played much DFS college football this year. Yeah, I'm looking right now. I don't see any like major injuries here. But I'm looking, I don't see it. This point spread is fucking whacked, man. What's up with this? Appalachian State's there. I'm scared. Yeah, so App State's look good. I get it. I know. They nearly beat Penn State. They beat Charlotte 45-9. They beat Gardner-Webb 72-7, and they beat South Alabama 52-7. So they haven't played anybody, and they played Penn State tough. Arkansas State got worked by Alabama. They beat up South Missouri State. They beat Tulsa, and they beat UNLV. All right, so they're coming off a loss, 28-21 at Georgia Southern. That's why. It's the third time that they've met since being in the Sun Belt. The Mountaineers won 37-32 in 2014, while the Red Wolves won 40-27 in 2015. Justice Hansen is playing, the quarterback of Arkansas State. Yeah, I don't understand the line in this game. I'm going to do more research and dig in further tomorrow in this, guys, but come on, man. I'm getting 9.5 fucking points in the Sun Belt game. I don't get it. I don't care they played Penn State tough. Good for them. Yeah, that's a weird number. Listen, Appalachian State have looked real good. I get it. And Arkansas State's coming off that big loss, but this Arkansas State have only lost one conference game at home since 2015. Yeah, they are real D-Gen games. They are real D-Gen games, Wally George, but they're fun. You're right. They're better than nothing. All right, guys. So we got to wrap it up. We appreciate everybody tuning in here this evening. I'm telling you right now, I don't know. I don't see any reason why I'm not taking the points in this game with Arkansas State. Fuck. Yeah, give me Arkansas State plus the 9.5. Nice job, Ken. Congratulations. Good stuff. BattleBots is on Space Channel. No, I don't. But enjoy the show, Ty Rich. Thank you, Profits for Life. Remember, guys, to support the show at SBR by going over to Bet Online. We appreciate the regulars and the new people tuning in. Thanks, everyone, for the kind words. Your uncle's a fan after seeing Michelle today. Good shit. We'll do our best tomorrow morning. We'll be on at 9 a.m. Thank you very much, Larry. Thanks, Ken. Thanks, Frank. You guys rock. Thanks for the kind words. I'll be on 9 in the morning on Carton and Friends. I think it's raining now. Thanks, Van Fob. See you later, Drew. Yeah, we'll see you in the morning. I do need some sleep. Thanks, Muhammad. Thanks for the kind words, everybody. I will see you in the morning. We'll see you here tomorrow night for the Twisted Tuesday. See you later, T-Bone. We'll get back at it next week with the contest. Fuck, it was rough this week, but hey, what are you going to do? Thanks, Sean Robertson. May the winners be yours, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk baseball tomorrow, that great Dodgers series with the Brewers and what should be the Astros and probably the Red Sox. So we'll find out tomorrow. I'm leaning with the Red Sox tomorrow. I don't know the line, though, so fuck. I should have fucking taken the Red Sox today. That was stupid, but what are you going to do? It's a cold world, T-Bone. It's a cold world. Hey, at least we're on Khabib. See you later, old man. See you later, Muhammad. Other than that, you guys are on your own, man. Later. May the winners be yours.